Hiya, Ray Talks Ball here again, another video. It's time talking transfers. So the transfer window opens tomorrow. Liverpool need to do some business. For me, personally, I think Liverpool need at least one centre-back. Probably two would be good, but you could probably get away with one depending on the quality. Mark Gui would be the obvious answer, but I feel like he's going to be a summer deal. There's a few other youngsters in and around. I really like. I can't say the name very well. I might completely butcher the name, but Joel Ordonez from Club Bruges is a young Ecuadorian defender. We've scouted him quite a lot. He's strong, good with duels. He's progressive centre back. I feel like he would suit very well. Just as the age going to be an issue, who knows? There are a few more other centre backs you could really look at. Maybe with someone in the Prem, someone in the Bundesliga or Italy. I do really like Bastoni. I'm not really sure how much he's played this season though, and he would be a very expensive defender to buy. And I'm not sure we're going to go for expensive players anymore. I think we're done with expensive players. I'd be shocked if I see Liverpool spending big money on a player again for a long time. So it's going to be a lot of deals. Back to the old Liverpool ways. I've got such an itchy nose. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do sign a centre back. I think we do desperately need one. We probably really need two, but what the club will do is a whole another thing. We've needed centre backs before and not got them, or ended up with, was it Corker? Is that how you say his name? I can't remember. If it's Liverpool acting like they did in the summer, then yeah, we might end up with some good centre backs. If it's Liverpool of normal, then we're probably gonna get someone like Ragnar Klavan. It's not gonna be good. He's not gonna play Joji there, and it's only you can't have Ibu and Verge there all season long. It's not gonna work out. We need at least one. Need at least one. I've said it for a little while now, Liverpool really need a defensive mid. I think a defensive mid, then you have Grav and McAllister rotating in the 8, and then you have Szoboszlai, McAllister rotating the 10. Bit Curtis Jones here and there. People love Curtis Jones because he's Scouse, yeah, get that. But the guy ain't good enough. He doesn't offer enough. He's a solid 6, 7 out of 10. We need a solid 8, 9 out of 10 for the rest of this season. It's like we need to offer him a little bit more, especially going forward. He's a very good midfielder for in the midfield, but he doesn't really. We could definitely do with someone who defends better. Like I said, we would be more beneficial with a CDM or a. Well, no, just a CDM actually. We don't need another attacking mid. We've got bloody enough of them. I would love. There's two players that I would really love. Either one is great. One's going to be a bit cheaper than the other. But, well, the cheaper option, Edison. I've wanted him for a long time. Ever since Atlanta bammed us 3-0 at Anfield. He was brilliant. And then Adam Wharton from Palace. I feel like he'd be a very good player. We also need more English players in this team, so get him signed, but he's going to be 100 mil. But to be fair, probably 100 mil that's actually worth spending. So yeah, Wharton, even Baleba from Brighton could be a good signing. There's a few other players here and there. But defensive mid, I think would really help our defence out. It would really help our midfield out. Gravenberch is a beast. Yes, he is. I absolutely love him. What a player. Get him out of the 6. Put him in the 8. Please, for God's sake, just do it. It is. Just because someone does something really well doesn't mean that... Like, it's not his position. And you can say, oh, he's played here, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Get me a 6. Get me that monster in midfield that's just going to sweep everything up, defend with his life. Just get me that monster 6. We need a monster. Gravenberch is very good, but he's a technical baller. He's not a monster. He's a baller. We need a baller more forward and a monster in the 6. I don't think we really need much else. Midfield, like, you could say full back, right back, but I'm not bothered about right back until... I think right back should be more sorted in the summer when you get more of a chance. Do a bit more research and stuff, because Frimpong for me is not a right back. Frimpong is a backup right wing or a right mid. Like, that's where he should play. Right back, no. Conor Bradley can play there as the backup. Get me a good starting right mid. Frimpong is much better just sprinting down the wing, crossing the ball in, attacking play. He's much better in the higher up end of the pitch, not a defender. Not a defender. Yes, he can do it. Yes, he's alright. Get me a better right back. I know it's probably going to be quite hard. The full back area is not popping as it can be. But yeah, definitely need a centre back. I really would like a centre defensive mid, just to shore up the team, make it a bit more solid, a bit harder to beat, not as easy to run through the midfield. I think that's really needed. I'm probably going to get Harvey Elliott back on loan, so I don't know what they're going to do with him. Might send him out, probably send him out on loan again, or just not play him. But if you get that defensive mid, you've got a few good options in that midfield for the rest of the season. Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch, Jones, the guy you'd sign. There's some good options, and you can put Wirtz in there if really needed. But I feel like Wirtz has been excelling on wings. Wirtz has been really, really good the last few weeks. It's weird because I don't think he's got the pace to be a Premier League winger, but he's got the ability. He's got the ability to be able to be a winger. He just hasn't got the pace like most Premier League wingers have. That's what makes a great Premier League winger is fast as well as skillful. So I think that's where Wirtz will struggle with his speed. If we can get a midfield of like Gravenberch, no, he can't fit them all in. It's annoying. I'd love to have a midfield of like a defensive mid, a Szoboszlai, or a Gravenberch, and then a Wirtz. But then like Szoboszlai or Gravenberch will miss out every week. It's just tough. Then I'd say buy a left wing, but then if you buy a left wing, well, Wirtz doesn't start. Because you start the left wing, and then you've got Salah on the right, you've got Ekitike up front. And then in my ideal midfield, it would be Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and the defensive mid. But then if you had a defensive mid and you had Gravenberch, maybe Wirtz would work. Who knows? It's a good dilemma to have. I'd rather have that than this, to be honest with you. If bringing in a defensive mid stops our midfield getting battered about most games, then yeah, bring him in. I don't care who gets sacrificed, bring him in. But then you also have the issue of whenever that guy doesn't play, you go back to this. So it's tough. And then, well, that would be my midfield. Midfield, I'd just buy I would just buy 3 players this January: a centre back, a defensive mid, and a left wing. But then who'd you buy left wing? They were saying Semenyo, which is all kind of good, but he's going to City now. But even if we got Semenyo, Ekitike, and Wirtz on the right till Mo's back. And Wirtz has been one of our best players recently, so Wirtz has to start. It's just, what the hell's his best position? Is it left wing, right wing, attacking mid? We don't know yet. We haven't really figured that out. And I think that's a big part of our issue too. We don't really know where his position is. So then the few other people are in and out of position, doing different things. It's just, the coaching is a little bit all over the place. So I think if you buy a centre mid, centre defensive mid, a left wing, a centre back, you can become a more structured team, not just a bit of chaos, because that's what we've been this season, a bit of chaos, players all over the place out of different positions. It's just been a bit too chaotic. You bring in a left wing, you have Ali in goal, you have the right left back, Karkez, Frimpong, Bradley, Robbo, whatever. The centre back, Verge, Kanate. I know Joey G's supposed to be a centre back, but he never plays him there, so get a new centre back. Then you can at least rotate Ibu and Verge out, give them a rest here and there, without having to play a youth that you don't really trust. If you trusted any of the youth would have played and come in. Well, we don't really have Carabao Cup games. Yeah, and then the midfield, I'd have the defensive guys, Szoboszlai, and then Maka or Gravenberch rotating. Left wing, depends who you get. Well, the minute I put Wirtz in, Ekitike. So hard, we don't even have a right winger. I don't know why they haven't. Jay's starting the other day was rubbish. So well, I think we definitely do need an attacker. It's just a case of who. Do you buy a striker? Do you buy a left wing? Left wing Gakpo's not been good enough, but then Verts has been slotted in there. Ekitike can slot in there. I think we've got a lot of players who can play on the wings. I wouldn't be too bothered if they didn't buy a left wing and bought a striker, but we definitely need one of those positions, 100%. Case of who? There's quite a few options out there. There's too many to go through. You could just, I'd keep it in the Prem though. I'd be looking at these lower mid-table teams and trying to snag someone who's playing very well. There's a few positions, few players that you can go for. I don't know if he'd leave yet, but I'd be looking at the Brentford striker. He's been scoring goals. Why not? We need a second back of, like, Isak's got a broken leg. We need a striker to come in and play, score goals. Hopefully we have a busy window. Hopefully we get some of these players in. A defender, a midfielder, and an attacker. But I doubt we will. If we're going off the old Liverpool ways, we won't. If we're going off Liverpool in this last summer, good chance we might. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're back with more videos soon. Have a good Christmas and a New Year. Thank you. Cheers.